bright souls. Thank you for joining me for an enlightening conversation for your soul. I'm Antoinette, and I'll be your guide as we embark on a journey through channeling, light language, and conversation. By now, you may be asking yourself, what is this language? What is light language? And light language is one of the most beautiful gifts that our souls have given us, have kept contained for the right moment in time. As I go through this episode, I am going to allow myself to channel what would like to come through with the mixture of the light language and the English. Light language is a reminder of who you are. Light language is a reminder of who you're becoming. It speaks to the soul, to the DNA, to the body, the mind, all the way down to a cellular level. It's a knowing. It's a feeling. You may have felt something from any light language that you've heard, or a song, a phrase. Maybe it's a painting that you saw that had symbols. Light language, also known as soul language, is a beautiful soul modality that gets activated when the body, the mind, and the soul are all in coherence. And once all of the energies have reached a certain level of consciousness, higher than the previous version of self, and I do believe that it is within the soul contract of when we are or were meant to be activated and be able to assist others in their activations and in their growth. Similar to how each of us is a piece of the puzzle, we are here to not only assist one another in knowings, rememberings, but also with moments of clarity, with light language, with sharing our soul's knowing. Kipura samata kuyene hetara, a knowing of who it is that you are on an energetic level. What it is that you're here to do, and how it is that you can utilize this gift to assist in healing yourself, to assist in healing others. And of course, just like most energies, there are different forms. So there is the spoken tarana kapore hetara hete esha patorukura verbal, which you will hear on this podcast. And then there are hand movements, which you can see on any of my social pages, Flow with Antoinette. And on those, I feel mostly drawn when I start channeling the hand light language. I feel very called in the moment. It's not a planned thing, so it's a very beautiful, the way that the channeled message or a claircognizance, that those knowings just drop in. And it's been so incredible learning more about it and feeling into it and just allowing myself to really drop into my heart space, connect with nature, and allow my imagination, allow my third eye, allow that inner vision to guide the path, to guide the journey, right? It's left us these breadcrumbs in order to connect with nature, in order to connect with ourselves, in order to connect with others. It's been one of the most beautiful ways to connect with other beings, other like-minded individuals, and to allow myself to share in a way that I previously had not. But through allowing myself to just flow, to dropping into that more feminine flow, which is where my boutique and my social pages, the name came from, because I just kept hearing flow, flow, flow. Oh, and it was really just allowing the anxiety, to just move through, to just flow through. And the more that I just allowed myself to drop into that, to release the very masculine and more rigid and controlling ways of being, through opening that heart chakra a little more and more and living in gratitude and really just taking the time to make my soul happy. And really to believe in my own magic, to believe in myself. So you may hear lots of different forms of light language throughout the episodes. And they could be very deep, very grounding. Sometimes this language comes about, and sometimes I know exactly which, if it's my higher self, if it's, let's just say we're talking about the grounding energies like the rock energies, the stones. So when we allow ourselves to just listen to those things, connecting in a way that we really didn't know that we could before, it produces this beautiful effect. So the more grounding light language would be something along the lines of Anahit akahayanera. Hu shana patoriena katahasana rahu rahana tayen tanahakura. And yes, these are the rock beings. They're reminding us to breathe. So let's take some deep breaths in. Oh, releasing. Make that audible exhale. Just allow it all to go. Repeat that deep breath as many times as you need, really dropping into your heart space, hands on your heart. You can tap your heart space, your higher heart, your chest, allowing yourself to expand, to open up. Stay steady in who it is that you are. Ha. No one is going to tell us that we are not a rock, for we know we are a rock. Arene katayana hawa pura. Jesha shaurina dayana vayama boborena. Beautiful. Thanking that beautiful grounding energy for pulling us down as we connect ourselves with the earth. You can take a deep breath and close your eyes if you feel called to, imagining the roots growing from your feet, connecting you with all the other roots, the beautiful mycelium and the systems underground. Ayane katore yanasha. Hishana porea tahana korea tahanie sa urienta nakarora. Ikena tosara. Allowing yourself to anchor into this deep-rooted tree. It's like a hybrid tree. So I wonder if it's like a fruit tree or something similar to that is what I'm getting, but it's very grounding. Nayata horieta awaba niacharieta ura. It's like, feels like the apple tree. Yes, allowing yourself to bear fruit, allowing yourself to create in different ways. There are no two apples that are exact. They may look exact from the outside. However, some have a different amount of seeds. Some have a longer stem. Some have longer tail hairs. Oh. Ikana horreta patarikata atasatariata shanara. Wow. All right, so as we continue just to filter through these different types of light language and these messages these beings are bringing through for you, for us, for this moment, that made me giggle so much. Apple tail hairs. Oh, I may never see that the same. But that's what the reminder also is, just in general. Yeah, just laugh, be happy, make up our own names sometimes to things that we that we don't necessarily need to be anchored into. This is what that is, and this is what that is, and having so many particular labels, I guess, I wanted to say names for things, but it's essentially just we literally have a label for everything. As I look around my boutique here, I see, magnets on a dry erase board and notes and crystals and pictures and water and, oracle cards. But it's all just different energies. And truly, it's up to us to get to choose what energies that we want to connect with. So if you're feeling like you'd like to connect with the energy of light language and learn that more, try a few of the things we've mentioned here. Connecting with nature, opening your heart chakra, connecting with the energy of gratitude, and ask your higher self, are you ready for that next step? Allow yourself to be guided in the moment, and know that if right now it doesn't immediately activate, that's okay too, because maybe it's not the right time for you to have yours activated and you just have to receive right now. There's so many times where we just are being asked to receive, where we don't have to produce anything. We don't have to create if we don't want to. So allow yourself to choose. What do you feel called to? As I continue through these light languages, I can feel some of the higher, and I mean higher by vocally higher, the the higher energies of the fairy realm and the winged realm. As you may have heard on the previous podcast, we had the bee energy coming in, and I have been connecting so much with the bee energy. Oh, especially recently, and it's been really beautiful. Haki yentana hakuse pore hataka yene shatira ikoto sapure tiketo samopo. Sikititi shikitiriona takoso tore ijena katara hotopora. Amapa sawuate hashi yentani yako. Oh, this is definitely fairy or hybrid fairy or a mix of both. And my jaw literally feels like I've been smiling for, 30 minutes, like when you're like meeting people and talking, and your jaw starts hurting. That's how it feels right now. It's so funny. Whew. That one brought tears to my eyes. So you'll have to let me know how that one made you feel as well. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else that wants to bring through their light language. Of course, yes, we have the galactic family here. Anie cara rusa ientana chauto. Ejana zerieza na guru rehentana wakasara. Bezabukuru ezizikiti yanakukura sepo heshi hi kokuyena ta. Kutukutuyena ta 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 kutukutuye kortekiti kortekiti unne ete ach. I have the wind energy energy that also wants to come through, ending that one. Hiena Hayanasha Sawoosh. Helping remove any stagnant energies that are surrounding you. Hasawa Shawoosh. Ria Su Shamo Pa Sakoreta Sawatosa. Ooh, ending all of that with a big old shake on my end. When that channeled energy starts coming through, it is so beautiful, especially when it's so many different beings. So that galactic, right before this beautiful wind energy finished us off, that galactic energy was so incredible. We had the Lyran energy to start us out. Whew. And I'm just going to channel through what the next ones were. I know there was Arcturian and Mantis, but there was an in-between one. Right now I'm not getting what that is. That could have just been a hybrid. Oh. And then that may have been all of them. Ooh, that was very powerful for me. Please do let me know how that made you feel, if you feel any different within the next few minutes, days, months, weeks. Wow. Just a little gratitude for my higher self for assisting and bringing through all of this information. Thank you for co-creating with me, for being here in this moment, for listening, for opening your heart. I'm so grateful for you. And thank you for joining me for another conversation for your soul. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Hakore patana hatari etakuura sa ipopora nakatototototo.